Hello YouTube, this is Almage here with another episode of Wargame Airland Battle. Today the 4th MAB continue their fight against the VDV at Stavanger, and hopefully we can sweep this into a good position today. Okay, so if you remember from last time, we'd started off with just Oslo, but we managed to push forward into Gaul, Charlie and Bergen, so that's put us in a good position for today. So we're going to start off by deploying the command vehicles because we still have enough initiative to maintain all of the important sectors, which is very nice. We're going to use the basic command vehicle just because these are probably not going to go under any intense combat, and we're going to be deploying defensive forces. The M60s will do well defending here because they usually send us a constant stream of units from our house, so I think the M60s performed well in the last match, so we'll redeploy them again here. Elsewhere these guys are too far away to probably be in the fight, so we'll just deploy some cheap infantry to act as lookout, because what I'm going to do is my strategy is attack from Bergen into Bravo, because that's where they'll be deploying initially because it's closest to our lines, and follow this coastal road through Bravo, Juliet and into Kilo, and then once we have enough momentum on this right hand side, I'll deploy some forces to take India, Lima and November. So today's plan is to not actually attack our house itself, but to get us in a favourable position to take it tomorrow. Ideally this would involve capturing November and Kilo, so that's the ideal result, but I'd be happy with Lima and Juliet, and if I have to satisfy myself with Foxtrot and Bravo, that's okay. So now one thing is, I normally don't use FOBs for when I'm attacking, because obviously you're pushing forward, so the management of supply trucks back and forward, it's not usually worth it. It's usually better just to buy new supply trucks in these short matches. However, we saw a lot of Conqueror's vehicles, and the Sea Cobras were very effective against them, and helicopters, if you're planning to use them in any number, usually you want an FOB, because that's like the best way to resupply them, because they're thirsty vehicles. So we got about 400 points to deploy in the attack on Bravo, so we're gonna first off give us a good anti-aircraft defense in the form of 2 Ihawks. We're gonna want some firepower, so we're gonna bring in some M60A1s. We're gonna want good recon, so we're gonna bring in LAV Scout, and I want to bring in some infantry as well, so we'll get rid of this M35 and buy in some US Marines. So plan is pretty much straightforward: push into Bravo, then push into Juliet, push into Kilo. Once we've got a good enough momentum on this side, we'll start buying forces to take November, Lima, Foxtrot and India, depending how it goes. So let's launch the battle and move fast towards it. This is a position where I would really like to have recon helicopters, because the hills and etc. mean that helicopters are usually the best recon because they can fly high and look over the hills. Otherwise you have to put recon vehicles up on the hilltops. So here we go at first. Let's get that helicopter called in as soon as possible. What do we got? We've got a lot of assorted light units, it appears to be. So let's keep pushing up. I think I accidentally unloaded these guys, so let's load them in, get the tanks moving up. Ihawks, you should stay back. LAV trying to get on the hilltop. And I'm going to buy in a secondary LAV. I'm going to be using these guys because they're a tough unit. You know, they've got armor, well, 211. It's not exactly great, but compared to 0, can make it a big difference. Right, so the infantry, I want to push into this town area. I'm going to buy more infantry, but that'll probably be useful. Right, so here we go. We've got mortars, it looks like. Oh, that's an ATKM unit. Break line of sight, quickly, quickly, quickly. Get out of there! Telling you to move, LAB, move it. the Sea Cobra up. LAV, I still need you to get up there when you can. Tanks are still in a fireable position. What? Sea Cobra shot down? Oh, damn, they have AA infantry. I still need a Sea Cobra. Right, infantry push up. Damn, didn't want to lose a helicopter that quickly. Oh, Ihawks, knock them out. Let's move these tanks back. Let's move the Ihawks up a bit. Load. Get into cover. I think everyone's doing okay at the moment. These guys have been engine stall, gearbox hit, about 2 minutes for them to fix themselves. Sea Cobra's coming up. I'm gonna buy in a Super Canuck to keep these Ihawks firing, because we'll need it. Right, I still want you to get up there, although don't think you actually can. Looks like the elevation's too great. Oh, great. Stop. Okay, it's shot down, but its bombs got off. Right, these M60s are now in a bad way. I need to get them so their Ihawks stop calling in strikes. How do they know where we are? Usually the computer won't actually call in a strike. I'm gonna invest in some forces here. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. Looks like it took an RP key. Let's get a fixing force up. Ah, it's routing. Hopefully this Cobra can provide support. You should stop so you can get resupplied. Over here we're going to want a couple of US Marines. I'm going to start getting aggressive on this side as well. Lima's been secured. Oh, first engagement, and they dealt with it fine. LEV Scout, you move up. These guys are still panicked. Wow, this Super Canuck's burning through resources fast. Where are the tanks? There they are. Okay, some are still damaged. Alright, let's move the LAVs up. Of course, Kilo is a very urban place, so we'll need to concentrate on that. Another engagement here. There's groups of BTRs. Nothing critical. Right, let's get these Marines loaded in. Let's see. Ihawks still don't have their full missile capacity yet. Nothing big going on here. Let's push up here. If we can, I'm guessing if these guys can make it to the CV and spot it, maybe an airstrike. We've got a good range of air vehicles at our disposal. Let's get a command tank in. Those aren't our guns. Those aren't our guns. Damn those. Stop. We need to get that LAV Scout resupplied. Okay, pull back to here. We need to... Okay, they've got a lot of infantry in that town. We're going to need some artillery support. Already got these guys. Their accuracy is quite bad though. Let's get the tanks up. Don't really want to lose an LAB scout. Got an 80 km platform as well. We'll need that sea cobra to take it out. Get another recon in here. Where are their guns coming from? We might need to take them. We'll probably need to take them out. Smirch is up here. Why are the US Marines over here? Attack that. Ah, damn. I mean, they've got a lot of infantry in there. Where's that? Right, I'm gonna get this scout and... Okay, they've got 2 smirches. Jeez, they're using a lot of artillery on these guys. Damn, we're not gonna be able to move up at all. Completely stunned. Right. Okay, what we're going to do is get this Cobra back to the FOB, resupply it. Slight drop in frame rate there.